up in the sky, there lived a little star named Twinkle. Twinkle was the smallest and brightest star in the night sky. Every night, she loved to twinkle and shine, making patterns with her star friends. But there was one thing Twinkle was very curious about: Earth! She had heard stories about the big, beautiful planet from the older stars, and she always wondered what it would be like to visit. One night, as the sky was clear and the moon was full, Twinkle made a daring decision. "I want to see Earth up close," she said to herself. Without thinking twice, she began to drift down, leaving her place in the sky behind. As Twinkle floated closer and closer to Earth, she was amazed by the sights she saw. She saw deep blue oceans that sparkled in the moonlight, tall green trees swaying in the wind, and cities full of lights that seemed to twinkle just like her. Twinkle was so fascinated that she didn't realize how far she had wandered from her starry home. When she finally looked up, she couldn't see her star friends anymore. The sky was too high and far away. Twinkle started to feel very small and very lost. "Oh, no!" she cried. "How will I find my way back home?" Just then, a little firefly named Fizz spotted Twinkle. Fizz was out on his nightly flight when he saw the little star shining all alone. He flew over to Twinkle and asked, "What's wrong, little star? Why are you crying?" Twinkle wiped her tears and said, "I came down to see Earth, but now I'm lost and can't find my way back to the sky." Fizz thought for a moment and said, "Don't worry, Twinkle. I know how to help you." Fizz led Twinkle to the tallest mountain in the land. "From here," he said, "you can see the sky clearly. Just look for your star friends and they'll guide you back home." Twinkle looked up from the top of the mountain, and sure enough, she could see the sky full of stars. They were twinkling brighter than ever, calling out to her. With a happy heart, Twinkle thanked Fizz and began to rise up, up, up into the sky. As she floated higher, her star friends welcomed her back. They were so happy to see her safe and sound. Twinkle realized that while Earth was beautiful, there was no place like her home in the sky. From that night on, Twinkle shone even brighter than before, knowing she could always find her way with a little help from a friend. And every once in a while, she would twinkle just a bit more for her friend Fizz, who helped her find her way home. Once upon a time, in a vibrant garden, there were colorful birds of all shapes and sizes. Little Tommy loved to visit the garden with his mommy. As they walked, Tommy pointed to the sky and giggled with delight as he spotted the feathered friends above. One day, a cheerful bluebird landed on a nearby branch. Tommy clapped his tiny hands, and the bluebird chirped a sweet melody, inviting all its friends to join. Soon, the garden was filled with a symphony of tweets and chirps as the birds sang together, creating a magical lullaby that made Tommy's heart dance with joy. Mommy and Tommy sat on a cozy blanket, watching the birds soar and swoop through the sky. The red cardinal, the yellow canary, and the green parrot all joined the feathered party. Tommy couldn't stop smiling as the birds put on a dazzling display of colors and sounds, making the garden come alive with their playful presence. As the sun began to set, the birds bid their farewell, promising to return the next day. Tommy waved goodbye to his feathered friends, knowing that their colorful wings and sweet songs would always brighten his days in the garden. Once upon a time, in a bustling meadow, there lived an industrious ant named Andy and a carefree grasshopper named Gus. While Andy spent his days gathering food and preparing for the winter, Gus preferred to laze around, singing and enjoying the sunny days. As summer turned to autumn and the first chilly winds began to blow, Andy toiled away, storing food in his anthill. He invited Gus to join him, warning about the approaching winter. Gus, however, dismissed Andy's concerns with a laugh. "Why worry about the future when we can enjoy the present?" he said, continuing to bask in the late autumn sun. Winter arrived sooner than expected, bringing biting winds and frost. Andy was snug and warm in his well-prepared anthill, surrounded by his stockpile of food. On the other hand, Gus shivered in the cold, hungry and regretful of his lazy choices. Realizing his mistake, Gus approached Andy, his antennae drooping with shame. "I should have listened to you, Andy. Can I share some of your food? I didn't prepare, and now I'm cold and hungry." Andy, being wise and compassionate, agreed to share his provisions with Gus. However, he also shared an important lesson. It's essential to work hard and prepare for the future. Laziness may provide temporary pleasure, but it often leads to difficulties later on. From that day forward, Gus learned the value of hard work and planning. Together, the ant and the grasshopper faced the challenges of winter, teaching each other the importance of a balanced approach to life. Moral of the story is, hard work and preparation are the keys to success, and it's wise to plan for the future instead of relying solely on the pleasures of the present. In the colorful ocean, Baby Shark swam happily with his fish friends. Baby Shark was a friendly little shark who loved playing and making new friends. As Baby Shark swam through the sparkling blue water, he noticed a group of tiny fish playing tag near the seaweed. "Hi there, fish friends! Can I play too?" Baby Shark called out with a big smile. The little fish giggled and welcomed Baby Shark to join their game. They darted in and out of the swaying seaweed, playing a delightful game of underwater tag. Baby Shark, with his quick fins, had so much fun chasing and being chased by his new fish friends. After their energetic game, Baby Shark suggested they explore a nearby coral castle. The fish friends eagerly agreed, and together they swam towards the magnificent structure made of colorful coral. Inside, they discovered a treasure chest filled with shiny seashells and glittering pearls. "Wow! Look at all these treasures!" Baby Shark exclaimed, his eyes wide with amazement. The fish friends happily shared the treasures, passing around seashells and pearls, creating a beautiful underwater melody. As they played and explored, a wise old turtle named Tessa joined the group. Tessa told them stories about the vast ocean and its wonders, capturing the attention of Baby Shark and his fish friends. They listened with wide-eyed fascination, enchanted by the tales of underwater adventures. As the day turned into evening, Baby Shark and his fish friends gathered near a cozy coral nook for a rest. They exchanged stories, shared laughter, and formed a circle of friendship in the heart of the coral reef. With the moon shining overhead, Baby Shark and his fish friends bid each other good night, promising to meet again for more underwater adventures. As they swam away, the ocean echoed with the joyful sounds of a day filled with friendship, play, and the sweet melody of Baby Shark's laughter. And so, under the moonlit sea, the friends drifted into a peaceful slumber, eagerly awaiting the next day of fun and laughter in their underwater world.
Once upon a time, in a lively jungle, there lived a mighty lion named Leo. Leo was the king of the jungle, respected by all the animals for his strength and courage. In the same jungle, there lived a tiny mouse named Mia. One day, as Leo was taking a nap under a shady tree, Mia, with her curious nature, scurried over Leo's paws. Leo, awakened by the little mouse, was annoyed. He roared, "Why are you disturbing my rest, little mouse?" Mia, trembling with fear, replied, "I'm sorry, Mr. Lion. I didn't mean to disturb you. Please forgive me." Leo, in a moment of generosity, decided to spare Mia's life. "Go on, little mouse. Be more careful next time," he said. A few days later, Leo found himself trapped in a hunter's net. Roaring for help, he struggled to break free. Mia, hearing the cries for help, rushed to Leo's side. Remembering the lion's earlier mercy, Mia knew she had to help. With her sharp little teeth, Mia gnawed at the net's ropes. It took some time, but her determination paid off. Leo was finally free. The lion looked at Mia in astonishment and said, "Little mouse, you've saved me. I never thought such a small creature could be so brave." Mia smiled and replied, "Kindness has no size, Mr. Lion. I'm just happy I could help." Leo, touched by Mia's bravery and grateful for her kindness, said, "You may be small, but you've proven that even the mightiest can be helped by the smallest." From that day forward, Leo and Mia became the best of friends. They shared stories, adventures, and laughter, teaching all the animals in the jungle that kindness knows no boundaries. And so, in the heart of the lively jungle, the lion and the mouse lived happily ever after, their friendship echoing the lesson that sometimes the smallest gestures can make the biggest difference.
Moral of the story: kindness is a strength that can bridge the gap between the mightiest and the smallest. In a peaceful meadow, there lived a wise old turtle named Toby and a speedy young rabbit named Ricky. Toby was known for his slow and steady pace, while Ricky was famous for his lightning-fast speed. Despite their differences, the two were good friends. One sunny day, as they basked under a large oak tree, Ricky couldn't resist boasting about his speed. "Toby, I'm the fastest creature in the meadow. No one can beat me in a race." Toby, with his calm demeanor, replied, "Speed is impressive, but it's not the only way to win a race. Sometimes patience and persistence can lead to victory." Ricky chuckled. "Turtle, you're just saying that because you know you can't beat me in a race." Toby smiled. "Let's put it to the test. We'll have a race tomorrow, and we'll see who emerges victorious." The news of the race spread throughout the meadow, and the animals gathered the next day to witness the epic contest. The finish line was set at a big oak tree at the meadow's edge. As the race began, Ricky zoomed ahead, leaving Toby in the dust. The animals cheered for the swift rabbit, but Toby remained focused on the path ahead. Ricky, confident in his lead, decided to take a nap under a tree. Little did Ricky know, Toby was steadily plodding along, step by step, never giving up. Slowly but surely, he closed the gap between them. When Ricky woke up, he was astonished to see Toby right behind him. In the final stretch, Ricky sprinted with all his might, but Toby, with his unwavering determination, overtook him and crossed the finish line first. The meadow erupted in cheers as Toby, the patient turtle, won the race. Ricky, catching his breath, approached Toby with a humble smile. "I never thought a turtle could beat me. You were right, Toby. Patience and persistence really do pay off," Ricky admitted. Toby nodded. "Speed is valuable, but so is determination. Each has its own strength. We can all learn from one another." From that day on, the meadow animals appreciated both speed and steadiness, understanding that each had its place. And as for Toby and Ricky, they remained the best of friends, teaching everyone that sometimes the journey is just as important as the destination. Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a curious and adventurous little girl named Lily. Lily loved exploring the outdoors, and one sunny day, she stumbled upon a mysterious garden at the edge of the woods. This garden wasn't like any other. It was filled with vibrant flowers that sparkled in different colors. Intrigued, Lily stepped inside and noticed a tiny door hidden among the bushes. Without hesitation, she opened the door and was amazed to find herself in a magical world. The magical garden was home to talking animals, including a wise old rabbit named Mr. Whiskers, a playful squirrel named Nutmeg, and a friendly bluebird named Luna. They greeted Lily with excitement and told her about the special powers of the garden. Each flower in the garden possessed a unique ability. The sparkling blue flowers granted wishes, the red ones made dreams come true, and the yellow ones brought laughter and joy. Lily couldn't believe her luck and decided to make a wish. With a twinkle in her eye, Lily wished for a day filled with adventure and friendship. Instantly, the garden came to life. The flowers began to dance, and the animals joined in with their cheerful tunes. Mr. Whiskers led Lily on a journey through the garden, where they encountered magical streams that giggled when touched and trees that whispered secrets. Nutmeg performed acrobatic tricks, and Luna soared through the sky, leaving a trail of colorful feathers. As the day unfolded, Lily made new friends and discovered the wonders of the magical garden. She learned valuable lessons about kindness, friendship, and the power of imagination. As the sun began to set, Mr. Whiskers escorted Lily back to the tiny door. With a grateful heart, Lily thanked her newfound friends and stepped back into her world, carrying the memories of her extraordinary adventure. From that day forward, Lily cherished the magic within her heart, always remembering the enchanting day she spent in the magical garden with her wonderful friends. And whenever she needed a little extra sparkle in her life, she knew just where to find it, in the memories of her magical garden adventure.
Once upon a time, in a vibrant meadow, there was a little seed named Sam. Sam lived among tall, swaying grass and colorful flowers. Although Sam was just a tiny seed nestled in the soil, it had the biggest dream. One sunny day, as the gentle wind whispered through the meadow, Sam shared its dream with the wise old tree nearby. "I want to be the tallest tree in the entire forest, reaching for the sky and touching the clouds," said Sam, filled with determination. The wise old tree smiled and encouraged Sam to believe in its dream. Even the mightiest trees start as small seeds, The old tree whispered, "And with patience, care, and a lot of sunshine, your dream can come true." So, every day, Sam soaked up the warmth of the sun and drank in the nourishing rain. It stretched its tiny roots deep into the earth, imagining itself growing taller and stronger each day. Seasons changed, and little Sam faced challenges. Storms raged, and the ground froze, but Sam held on to its dream. When spring arrived, Sam felt a burst of energy, and a tiny sprout emerged from the soil. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Sam grew into a young sapling. It was no longer a tiny seed, but a small tree with branches reaching out to the sky. The dream was slowly turning into reality. Years passed, and Sam's branches spread wide, casting a shade beneath its mighty canopy. Birds built nests, and butterflies danced around its leaves. Sam had become the tallest tree in the meadow, just as it had dreamt, and so, the little seed's big dream had come true. The meadow was now home to the tallest, most magnificent tree, and Sam couldn't have been happier. From a tiny seed to a towering tree, Sam's journey taught everyone in the meadow that even the smallest dream, with perseverance and belief, can grow into something truly remarkable.